watching Rogers TV.
Hello and welcome to What's Up London. I'm your host, Melissa Maloney. Today's episode is all about community, innovation, and celebration. We've got tech, talent, fundraising for families, and a rising star in Canadian music. So let's get started. Our first guest is ready to kick off the season with one of the region's most anticipated events. Jennifer Matthews, Vice President at TechAlliance, is here to tell us about the Summer Shaker happening May 29th, an event that brings together founders, tech talent, industry leaders, and innovators to celebrate our thriving tech ecosystem. Welcome to the show, Jennifer.
Thanks, Melissa.
Super excited to have you here. One of the most anticipated events, always an early one, so it kicks off the summer season.
It really does kick off the start of the lovely weather and being outside and gathering together. So Summer Shaker, like you said, May 29th, 4 to 6 p.m., being held at our beautiful downtown office at 333 Dufferin Ave, which is the corner of Dufferin and Waterloo.
Amazing.
We're excited to welcome in our tech community, tech talent community, and just community members in general, where we'll bring together some of the boldest minds, the brightest entrepreneurs, and we can actually get together and have a social and talk a bit about work, but just talk about summer.
Amazing. So it's a big event.
It is.
Usually hundreds of people that come out. What are some of the things that are happening at the event this year?
So this year we're bringing back a food truck. We're bringing chow.
Nice.
And we're excited to have them with some munchies and finger food to enjoy. We're having Bol et Bière set up a nice bar for us, so if you'd like to partake in a summer beverage, you're welcome to. We're having a little bit of a summer market, so we'll have a few vendors there you can choose from. Some of the companies that we have worked with in the past will be setting up, and you'll be able to purchase some of their goods.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So in terms of, TechAlliance always hosts such amazing things and does so many great things for the community.
Yes.
Are there anything else that we've got going on in the next little bit?
So outside of this premier networking event that we like to call it, we also have some upcoming master classes. We have one on food innovation, which is very timely, and that will be in person in our office.
Awesome.
I direct people to look at our website for all the upcoming master classes we have. And then later on, we'll be doing a tech meetup in St. Thomas for some of maybe our South London businesses and friends, where people working in the tech industry can gather, grab a drink, and socialize for a little bit and maybe talk about what's new in their industries.
That's amazing. Always so much going on, and we always feature founders here as well, and to really share the story. And I don't think people always realize everything that's happening sort of in the tech ecosystem within the region, and the amazing work that TechAlliance does for the region. So when you're thinking about, I know you're new to TechAlliance.
I am.
So what do you love about being there, and the team and the community? What's really shone in your first little bit there?
So I've been there 2 months. You're correct. I'm new in the role, and it's a very exciting place to work. I think what makes it most exciting is it is a place where you're working with the future, and you're working with what potential people have, what potential their products have, and what potential impact they have on our lives, but also on the economic development in London. So when you look at what's coming out of London, things like in Femtech, some of the products coming to make our lives better. Some of the products that we're looking at, agritech, so some of the rural work that we do with companies looking at agriculture technology and how that's evolving over time. I think that that's the best part about the job, outside of the fantastic people that work to support all the companies and founders that come to work with us. Their passion is incredible. Their dedication to everyone's success and matching them with the appropriate resources, with the appropriate talent, perhaps access to capital, and just advice that obviously founders and entrepreneurs maybe need to have along the way. I think that the people obviously would be maybe our first customer. And then the founders and innovators are served by the best people, I think.
That's awesome. I've heard from community for years, it's kind of like TechAlliance is one of the region's best kept secrets, where people don't realize that it exists sometimes, and then they find out about it and they see all the things that are happening at TechAlliance, and they're almost like shocked and surprised.
I think it's exciting to see what impact we have in the long term. So when we've worked with a company in their early stages, and then you see them have success in, not that London's not a great big city, but in some other regions that are even larger, that expand beyond Canada, and you get to have that little bit of pride in what came out of London, how you may have helped that person, that company, have their vision come to life and have their goals met.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I know you said it at the start, but how can people connect with TechAlliance and find out about all the different things that they could engage with?
Fantastic question. So I would direct everybody to our website, techalliance.ca. We have a listing of upcoming events, and each event you can click on, buy a ticket, and then reserve your spot maybe at a masterclass, at a tech meetup, or even at our fabulous Summer Shaker on May 29th.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming in and telling us all about it. And I know everyone will have a blast.
Thanks so much, Melissa.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Your happy place. Easy 1013, the perfect music mix.
Carbon monoxide is a deadly gas you can't see, smell, or taste.
Homes with fuel-burning appliances and/or attached garages must have working CO alarms installed outside all sleeping areas.
Don't let the silent killer get you. Install working CO alarms today.
Jeff from Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff here, and we are back for another incredible season of Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff. We're gonna tour some amazing backyards. We're gonna meet up with some great folks, and we're gonna cook some incredible food. Join us Thursdays at 7:30 for Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff.
Summer days, summer nights, lots of things to do, places to go, and people to see. If you're having a few drinks, be sure to plan ahead and get home safely. We don't want to pick you up. Drinking drivers risk injuries to themselves and others and take chances with their license, their jobs, and their future. Remember what's at stake and choose your ride, whether you're the driver, the passenger, or the party host. Thanks for supporting sober driving. I hope we never meet.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
Welcome back. If you've ever been part of a construction project, you know how important good planning is. Neil Poutney, COO of Gaditi, joins us next to share how this new construction management software, launched right here in London, is transforming the way builders and clients communicate and collaborate. Neil will share the story behind this innovative solution. Welcome to the show, Neil.
Thanks for having me.
Super excited to have you. I love learning about new technologies. So tell me, what do you do? What does Gaditi do?
Yeah, Gaditi is construction management software built by builders for home builders and home remodelers. That helps them with really three things. It helps them simplify their project management. It helps them enhance their communication with everyone involved. And it gives them access to the insights that they need to really grow their business and win their next project. It's 100% Canadian owned and operated, which today seems more important than ever before. And it's built here, right here in London, Ontario.
Awesome. So how did this come to be? Like, was this a problem that you lived with that you saw a solution for, or?
Yeah, the idea actually came from two people who saw the industry, knew it really well, but saw it from different viewpoints. So Tony Boyle is a local London entrepreneur, 20 years of experience in SaaS and passion for real estate. He teamed up with Ken Bell, who is a local custom home builder, who has 30 years of experience in remodeling and new home construction projects. And what they saw was that home builders were overwhelmed. They were dealing with increasingly complex and complicated builds, or more expensive. And they were managing those projects through outdated means. So phone calls, text, email messages, using Excel, using different solutions that didn't necessarily talk to their build. At the same moment, they saw that the client experience and expectations there have changed, right? Today, you and I expect a modern, seamless experience when we buy anything. Right? Why should that be different when you're buying a home, when stakes are so much higher, right? If we were to order a pizza right now, you and I would be able to see the toppings, get a delivery, track where they are on the way to our house, right? And so why should that be different when that? So they saw the opportunity, they knew they could make it better, and Gaditi is their solution.
That's amazing. So who is using it? Is it an app? It's a software? So
it's a fully software platform.
Okay.
So builders and remodelers are using it.
They're the ones using it.
It does have separate dashboards specifically for everyone involved in the project.
Okay.
So you can have your field crew, your office staff can be using it, your trades and subcontractors have their own dashboard, and your clients as well.
Okay, neat. So just curious, what would be like on a client dashboard? What types of things would I be able to see?
Well, you'd be able to share what you want to as a builder. So
Okay.
one of the problems is obviously is that clients can feel that they're not connected with their project, right? And that sometimes can lead to disputes where the relationship isn't great by the end of the project. So as a builder, I can share with you updates, share files and photos, look at where we are in our progress, right? And also have you do all those actions that you'd like to do electronically. Wouldn't it be nice to sign off on a change order electronically? Do my product selections electronically. I don't have to visit your office. I don't have to take time out of my day. I can do it on my couch on a tablet.
That's awesome. Super cool. So people, so how long have you been in market at this point? Or?
Just over a month. So
wow.
we launched in March. It's been a really warm welcome. I want to thank the builder community. They've really welcomed us and we're learning a lot. And with our team, we're actually able to adopt a lot of their feedback as we build this platform.
That's awesome. So in terms of looking at, like, are you finding that your customers right now are larger developers or are they smaller builders? Like who is typically connecting right away?
Yeah, it's a great question. The problem we solve is kind of universal for some extent. Now, there are 20% of home builders right now who are still using whiteboards, Excel, text messages, right?
Papers on the dashboards of the truck.
Right.
Yeah.
But the overarching problem we're solving is that there isn't one source of truth for a lot of these builders, right? There's not one place that all the stakeholders involved in their project can get an idea of where things are at. Their clients, their trades and subcontractors, their field crews, their office staff. So that's what Gaditi does. So what we've pulled in is one place where they can manage everything in their project. So whether it's progress and assignments and tasks where they're at, one place for their scheduling, one place for all their trades and subcontractors to manage those activities, one place for their clients to sign off on everything you need them to do. And by doing that, you know, what we can actually do is make sure that there's less time spent wasted finding documentation, pictures, right? And more time actually spent working on the project. So less deadlines are missed, right? If less deadlines are missed, we have happier, engaged clients who are more likely to give you a referral. So what we like to think we're doing is maybe giving some of these guys some evenings and weekends back, right?
Well, and that's what it sounds like for the people involved, that it will help them from an efficiency standpoint and a productivity standpoint, but then also just the client experience sounds significantly better than probably what a lot are experiencing now.
That's it. Our overarching message is that we're trying to help our clients grow their business. But as Canadians, we're also trying to ensure that we can support new home growth a lot faster maybe than it's been able to do.
That's amazing. How can people find you?
They can visit us on social. We're always welcome to have a conversation and learn more. And we'd love just the chance to have a conversation about how we might be able to help.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Hi, I'm Kathleen from Hiking with Kathleen. Please join me this season where I bring you on my great adventures of hiking, paddling, and camping. And I bring you up close to wildlife as I see them on my hikes.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
Join the high-energy, bodyweight-based workouts of the Thunder Twins. Gerald and Harold will get all shapes and sizes up and moving. Catch the Thunder Mondays at noon.
With clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada, squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box.
Welcome back. Our next guests are making a difference in the lives of children and families every day. Michelle Franklin and Evan Britt from Merrymount Family Support and Crisis Center are here to talk about their important work, their child mental wellness program, and how you can get involved in their upcoming Golf Classic fundraiser at Fire Rock Golf Club on June 24th. Please welcome Michelle and Evan. Thank you both for coming.
Thank you so much for having us.
Super excited, big fan of Merrymount and the work that you do. So Michelle, do you want to start off for those who might not know about Merrymount, about who Merrymount serves and how much you give back to community?
Sure, yeah. So essentially we serve the community and children and family in crisis or navigating transition or difficult times. Our children that use our center, so specifically the Child Mental Wellness Program, are children who are experiencing or at risk of experiencing a mental health crisis, age 0 to 12 we take. So that's kind of the program the golf tournament is raising money for. It is a program that is strength-based, and we use a trauma-informed approach to help kids if they're struggling at home, at school, in the community, and they're struggling to be regulated. So we're looking to help stabilize and regulate emotions.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. And thanks for all the work that you do. So, new to the Merrymount team, congratulations and welcome.
Thank you.
And in charge of a massive fundraiser.
That's right, yeah.
So talk about the golf tournament.
Obviously with the needs for Merrymount services continuing to grow, fundraising is a very important aspect of what we do. Our next major fundraiser coming up is our annual Golf Classic.
Okay.
Like you said, coming up June 24th at the lovely Fire Rock Golf Club, which is incredible. Yeah. It's shaping up to be a great day. Every golfer comes with a free breakfast, a great lunch, lots of vendors and prizes, contests throughout the day, as well as a silent auction. Of course, there's still sponsorship opportunities available. We're always looking for silent auction donations. And of course, we want to get more people from the community out to come golf with us. It's going to be a great day. And that's how we spread the word. I'd like to give a special shout out to our presenting sponsor right now, which is Southside Group and the Damien Warner Fitness Center. But like I said, still lots of opportunities available. So we'd love to hear from the London community.
That's amazing. So in terms of the actual day, breakfast and lunch, awesome. So are people coming in as single golfers or they're coming in foursomes?
Single golfers and foursomes can certainly register. There's still spots available, so we obviously ask people to sign up while they can.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a shotgun start at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Everything's set up. It's very smooth when you get there. And like I said, it's a lovely course, and it's just shaping up to be a wonderful time.
Awesome. For the non-golfers like me, is it best ball or is it?
It is a scramble format.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll keep the pace of play going.
I always have to check. Those are the ones I can participate in.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So in terms of prizing and some of the extra stuff that happens, because I know you guys don't do anything halfway, what are some of the things that people can look forward to?
Absolutely. So we have our putting contest, which is coming up, which is going to be a lot of fun. That's something that even the non-golfers like you and I can participate in and hopefully do well. Things like longest drive competitions, some hole-in-one, some big prizes there. And then, of course, the silent auction items is going to have a lot of variety. So there's some big ticket stuff, there's some smaller things. We love to hear from the community, get different handmade things, services like that. So there's lots of stuff available that's going to speak to a wide audience.
Amazing. And then in terms of sponsorship, is there anything in particular that you're really in need of still that we could put a shout out to community for?
Well, we're always looking for sponsors. Anyone who wants to get involved in any capacity, we're always happy to discuss with and work things out. But as far as packages go, there's still lots of whole sponsorship available, as well as a couple levels higher than that.
Okay.
So really, we're happy to work with sponsors to get something that works best for them.
Amazing. So knowing this is coming up and knowing the work that's happening in community, can you maybe talk a little bit about anything else that with the Children's Mental Wellness Program that you're working on?
For sure, yeah. So it has two components. So we have a sunrise component, which is younger children. So through the day, again, experiencing or at risk of experiencing a mental health crisis. And then we have a skyscrapers program, which is ages 6 to 12. We do have 18 overnight beds as well. So we do have some kids that need to stay with us. They all have a individualized plan of care, and we work towards building their goals. And the plan of care is built by them and by the children and their guardians, as well as the the case supervisor, and then we work together with them to help them meet their goals, whatever that might look like. It's built around what their needs are at the moment.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you both for coming on,
Lovely to
and
see
I know
you.
it'll be an amazing tournament.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mario Elia, host of Keeping London Healthy here on Rogers TV. Join us Wednesdays at 6:30 where we discuss health topics relevant to you and bringing on experts in the field to give you the best, most up-to-date information. See you then.
I am Gagwege. My name means everything.
Tom Longboats.
I am Wolf Clan, Onondaga Nation. I've run many different races. I've run to survive and to be free. I've run to win for honor.
His people might be lazy, but this one's damn fast.
My people respected our runners, people who carried important messages from village to village.
I need a guide to the next post. Dispatch carrier, sir. I can get you there.
God's sakes, man, slow down. Who do you think I am, Tom Longboat?
No, sir. I am.
Running makes me feel alive. It's everything.
Tom Longboat was the first Indigenous person to win the Boston Marathon. He ran his way to international fame and became an inspiration to generations of athletes.
Hi.
Our final guest today is a London-based artist making waves with a new single and a powerful story. Amanda Keeles just released her latest music video for I Don't Care, a moving anthem about moving on and finding peace. After leaving a successful career in finance to pursue music full-time, Amanda has earned national recognition and is now headlining her own shows, including a performance at Aeolian Hall on June 21st. Welcome to the show, Amanda.
Thank you very much for having me.
You have so much on the go. It's exciting.
It is. It's busy.
Congratulations. That's what every artist wants. So
yes,
it's amazing.
Thank you.
Let's start with the tour. You're touring right now.
Yes. So we started the Can't Stop Me Now tour, which actually is the name of my debut album.
Nice.
So we named it the name of the tour, and we have been on the road since February of 2024.
Wow.
So we are going into this year still going on the same tour because we have so many cities and places that we haven't seen yet, and also people who haven't heard the music.
Amazing. Awesome. And so in the country genre, right? Mm-hmm. And so are you touring across Ontario? Are you touring across Canada? How far are you going?
So last year we did Ontario.
Okay.
And we are doing the places we haven't done yet in Ontario also, but we are going out into all three of the Maritime provinces.
Nice.
In October, we're going to be out west in September to the CCMAs. And we had the opportunity to open for country artist Parmalee at a music festival in New York.
Congratulations.
In July. Thank you. So that is really exciting.
That's amazing. And so the show at Aeolian, what do people need to know about that show in particular?
Well, they can expect a really high energy, fun show.
Nice.
We incorporate, of course, songs from the debut album, but I'm a big classic rock lover too.
Okay.
So we have classic rock tunes that are all kind of interwoven throughout the show. So for anyone who likes any type of music, they're gonna find something in it that they like.
Awesome. And it's such a great venue.
It is,
It's an
yes.
amazing venue.
I'm looking forward to playing there.
That's awesome. So you also have an award that you're nominated for?
Yeah, so country artist at the London Music Awards.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We are actually doing a showcase.
Okay.
Called Gathering on the Green.
Yes.
So it will be on June the 7th before the awards, which is the next day. And yeah, so watch on my website. We'll have more details of the location and the time as it gets closer.
That's awesome. And it's always such a good, Gathering on the Green is always it's great energy, great people. Like it's a really great place to be.
Yes, yes. And there will be other nominees that are also part of the awards. So
Awesome.
It should be a great time.
Amazing. So tell me a little bit about the new single. What's the, it sounds like it's got a really good story behind it and a lot of meaning behind it.
Yeah, so the song that I wrote, I Don't Care, it's called. And I absolutely love this song. This is one of my most favorite songs on the album. And I was waiting for the right time to release it because it is a slower song, and I do it on piano during my shows. But it's really about that defining moment when you've been really heartbroken by someone and you feel like, you know what, you're never going to get over them. And then there's that day that you suddenly go, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
You're able to release it. And that is what the song is based on, is that moment that you don't care anymore.
And everybody can connect to that moment, I think.
I'm sure everybody's been through something similar to that.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I know when we do end the show today, we're gonna play it for everybody so that they can hear that on the outro of the show, which is awesome. And I know we don't have a ton of time left, but I'm just a little bit curious. I know you've been on the show before, so you may have explained this, but I'm curious about your transition from leaving sort of that, I'll say, traditional career to go into this new career. What was the inspiration, or what made you decide to make that leap?
Yeah, it's a big change from what I used to do. I think people thought I was crazy when I walked away from my job, but so I was a stock trader. I managed portfolios, really big portfolios for many clients, and I was making money for them to live their dreams. And I wasn't living my dream. And this was my dream, was just to be able to record my music, get out and play, and actually tour. So that's what I did. I left my job and I'm doing this 100%, full time, and I'm having so much fun with it. So I'm living proof that if anybody ever has a passion that they really want to do, it is never too late.
That's awesome.
But it's a big leap.
Yes.
It was a big transition.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in and for sharing everything. Congratulations on all the success.
Thank you.
And we'll make sure that we'll connect everybody to all the different ways they can find you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
That is it for today's episode of What's Up London. Thank you to our amazing guests for sharing their stories, talents, and upcoming events. Be sure to follow them online, support their work, and mark those calendars. Until next time, stay safe, be kind, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Don't care.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Join the high-energy, bodyweight-based workouts of the Thunder Twins. Gerald and Harold will get all shapes and sizes up and moving.
You just don't go down as low. No. We want you to cross your body, though, and do a slight bend.
Catch the Thunder Mondays at noon.
Was that 4 or 5?
He's lost count and still thinks he can drive. Do you think he knows that when he is caught and charged with impaired